Hey everyone, welcome to Brad's Gadgets. In this video, we're going to be trying out the new ULIBER 60-pound magnetic rubber-coated camera mounting base with ball head. So, I've been looking for a mount to attach my action cameras to my car, and I just don't trust suction cups. I've had too many of these just fall off, and I don't feel like losing my camera. Suction cups are too risky in my opinion. I've used them before, but usually with a tether on them, for when, not if, they fail. But this is different. If a suction cup fails, and I've got a camera on a tether, it's going to swing all over the place and scratch the heck out of my car. And that's even still assuming that I notice it fall off right away. Let's jump into the product itself and go over a few of the specs. The base is a rubber-coated disc, which appears to house 6 neodymium magnets. The high friction of rubber can limit slipping the magnet on smooth surfaces, or so the listing claims. Apparently it has a 60-pound vertical magnetic pull force on the base. Now keep in mind, this is a straight-up 90-degree pull. Leverage will definitely affect these numbers, especially if you're using any kind of an extension rod. The base has a 1/4-20 screw protruding from its center where you can mount the ball head to. The ball head has its own 1/4-20 thread, which is where you'll mount your action camera to. I say action camera because this won't be strong enough to hold something like a DSLR. And it's only rated for 11 pounds, and that's probably pushing it. The tightening plate for the 1/4-20 is a red anodized aluminum disc with a rubber grip that spins to tighten, so your camera does not start to loosen off. So let's go outside of the Zillomobile and try it out. I'm going to be risking my Osmoaction on this test, but thankfully I invested in the tilt-to-action cage, so if it does fall, it shouldn't have too much damage. Just might need to replace the ND filter. If the camera does fall off, I want it to fall away clean from my car, so I'm not going to be using a tether cable on this setup. I don't want any scratches. I'll give the car some gas and go over a fairly bumpy road, not off-roading though, and see if I can shake this thing off. Well, the hood of my car is not steel, so I'll have to mount it to one of the fenders. So with speedy acceleration, I fully expected this mount to come off or shift. I figure while cruising at speed, it won't budge. This mount did not disappoint. It held steady. Any motion you might see between the car and the background is due to the Osmoaction's rock-steady digital stabilization. You can see on the potato can that there's no movement on this mount. So let's get a little more daring. Stick this thing to the side of the car and try to shake it off. So for another test, I'm going to use my Insta360 Unicorn helmet bar. This is an extension rod that will give some leverage to the camera. I know using this on the side of the car will just fall right off, so I'm going to try it just by the hood. The magnet held on and didn't even shift slightly with the Unicorn bar. The wind, however, did start to tilt the camera down. This was a failure on my part to tighten the GoPro mount enough. Now for a rain test. I did have to wipe some water away to let the magnet stay put. Otherwise, sticking this on a wet surface, it did start to slide. But even with the rain and relatively low speed, the mount did its job very well. Okay, so it held on very well. I'm impressed for the size and relatively cheap cost of this mount. I give the base a thumbs up. The ball head mount portion does the job, but you really have to tighten this screw in order to get it to stay. If it had a different shape to the screw, it would be much easier to tighten too. However, I didn't spend a couple $100s on it, so for the cost, this thing held up a lot better than I expected it to, hence why I made the video about it. At the time of filming this video, this went for around $24 US, $30 Canadian, with free Prime one-day shipping from Amazon. So, not bad at all to get some exciting driving shots. You could also use this in place of a tripod by snapping it into a metal surface. Hopefully this video was informative for you and you learned something. Hell, you might even want to go get one of these for yourself now. There's no affiliation here with Amazon or the manufacturer. I don't make a dime from these videos, nor do I get the product. Bought them with my own money. If you have any comments or questions, then leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you think I've earned it. There's also a little bell icon to the bottom right where you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, well, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.